and that is Dr. Waji. We are going to, all of us, we're going to miss Dr. Waji. He has done a tremendous job here at the college. He started here in 2008 in July, and he's been working tirelessly since he started. He's been available to you, each of you, and he's been available to you when you weren't here. You were probably back in Saudi Arabia. You were calling him, and you know the time differences. I'm not sure when he sleeps during the daytime, and I'm not sure what the daytime is for him. But I do know this: St. John College and the Saudi students who are with us, and for which we are so grateful, has been because of Dr. Waji and the work he has done. So I want to thank him. Now, I know that it's a sad day when you lose someone who is close to you, a friend. But we're not going to lose him totally. He is going to remain close to UNB and to St. John College and help us in recruiting. But he cannot be the student advisor. He has chosen a different pathway, and we're going to miss him because of that. He did a good job as a student advisor. Dr. Waji, Professor Waji and I have spent the last hour talking about a couple of things that are very important. One is to try to find someone who is as good as he is, who will be the student advisor for you. And we're going to work very hard to find someone who understands, can speak the language, the Arabic language, and can understand you, and is prepared to work hard. So that's number one. I also am aware, I know this is a celebration and we're going to get to it, but I'm also aware that you have some concerns. Some of those concerns I'm hearing for the first time, and they're very important to me. I want to listen to the students. I want to address some of it. I've heard some related to the schedule, some related to rooms, things like that. And I want to find solutions. I don't have the answers yet, but Dr. Waji and I have had a good discussion. There are some other people I need to speak to, and I also need to speak to the administration of the university, asking for things that will help us. So I don't want to go on with specifics yet until such time as that has been taken care of. But it's going to be taken care of right away because it's important. So let's come back to the time for the party. The party is here for this man who has done a tremendous job, and it's time to bring him forward and to present him with many things. Good. Now, Dan, who's up?
Can we go? Well, I only have one thing to say.
One
thing. No. We'll bring you back with you. Over here. I only have one thing to say about Dr. Waji.
Let me say something, please.
It's your day.
Just Jim happens to be very close to my heart. And I know him very well. I know how much he likes us, and he likes to support every individual. But also he gets annoyed by some students who are not doing their job. So those of you who do not like Jim, I would not like them. So please like him because I like him.
I still have one thing to say. So all of you guys know Dr. Waji as an advisor to students. but he has also been an advisor to the staff here, to your teachers. Because for most of us, when we first got a large group of students from Saudi Arabia in particular, it was our first real experience with people from the Middle East, and certainly for me. It was my first teaching experience with students from the Middle East, and from Saudi Arabia in particular. And so there were a lot of cultural differences that even I didn't understand. That the first day when you guys get off the airplane and you see the cultural differences, I saw those too, but I saw them in the classroom. And I didn't have to live them outside the classroom, but in the classroom I became very, very aware of our language differences and our cultural differences. And every time that I had a question or an issue or a problem with a student or just with an idea in general, the first door that I knocked on was Dr. Waji's. He was very generous with his time, and he was very generous with his support for the staff as well, and he was very generous with his advice. And on behalf of the staff at St. John College, I would like to give him thanks for contributing to the staff at St. John College in a very tremendous way. Thank you.
Gary, would you like to say a few words, please?
Waji, Professor Waji, my experience in St. John College is only 1 year, and I can echo the feelings and words of Jim in saying that much of what I understand about our student body, our group of students, I have depended upon Waji for this. I have had a long discussions, different days from last summer through to now, with my friend, and I know that the difficulties we face with large numbers, with a lot of great people, we could together, even without Waji, together with Peter, myself, and the university, we will work to making each day better. It is our job, and we take it very seriously. We want to do the best for you. We appreciate each and every day that you're here and working hard with your good teachers. And once again, my thanks to you, sir.
It's now time for Professor Waji to come and address us and tell us how much he loves us.
I'm short of words, of course. What is happening today, or this moment, is just beyond my imagination. I thought I'll quietly walk out, and it will be a surprise for everybody. But I'd like to thank Mr. McGill and thank Dan for taking care of this and bringing us together to say goodbye to you. You don't know how much pleasure when you play a part in somebody's future, academic future. That is a huge pleasure for me. When I receive an acceptance letter for a student, when I do some recruitment work, and I get a pleasure out of it, much more than a student might do. Some students here have reported being admitted to hospital waiting for admission confirmation. So I know how serious it was to them to receive the acceptance from us. I happen to enter history, your personal history, by default. You will always remember the man who played a part and assisted you to get you through, and that is to me a huge pleasure. People have called me from Mecca saying, we are traveling to Mecca, we would like to make prayers for you. So I really appreciate everyone who has made that, because every prayer that was sent for me has reached me on time, and I felt it in every minute of my life. I never forget how much pleasure I had from the teachers of this college. They've always been very helpful, very responsive, We never had a single tough problem with any one of them. I really appreciate their cooperation. Without them, things would not have worked that way. Remember, when I walked in this college, we were 52 Saudi students. Today, we passed the mark of 250. So we have made a major impact. People at your age will remember very well, will understand as much that if you grow the size that much, two signals can happen to occur to me. One is we've been very strong college, attracting students from all over the place. Even those who were studying somewhere else, we managed to put them to compare, and they finally landed with us. Of course, that flux of students that came to us created a little bit of a temporary problems that needs your understanding, Really, we need to understand that is not what we're experiencing today was not planned to be like that and will never be like that forever. The administration is working hard, and I'm sure they do. If that, I would have advised you otherwise, because I care about you more than I care about this college. You are part of me, right? I'm saying it honestly. If I feel one day the administration is reluctant to sort problems, I will be the first to communicate that with you and ask you to leave or to find another place to study. But I'm confident. I am confident whatever problems you might have, if you communicate them with Mr. McGill directly. But usually when you have a collective opinion of something, one of you would knock on his door and talk to him about it. He will take you seriously, he will write it down, and he will definitely do even better job than my office can do, because he is the man who has the last word. The other thing that I wouldn't forget, three special people that have made my job possible. Without them, it would have been extremely difficult to work. My good friends, never seen in my life, manners of that time. I really get embarrassed every time she knocks on my door. Get embarrassed. So how much the gap of decency. So she is much higher here and I'm more somewhere else. So thank you very much. I would like to thank Tuela. Tuela, I'm not sure if I pronounced the name right. I once said to Tuela, I knew that I can give my students 100 out of 100 when the super, nothing above them. But working with Tuela, I learned that there's something more than 100 out of 100. Tuela would get 101 out of 100. The last one, and not the last in order, but the last one that is close to me, very moody. I think she knew who I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Monica is second to none. It's like, you know, this roof here? We have one pillar here. If we take it off, the building will collapse. This is Monica here. And sometimes when she is busy, she is very professional. She would not smile. She would not give you a face. She will walk over without saying hello. But that a few minutes later, when she's done with the work, she's under pressure from everybody. But when she's done, she walks into my office and she makes me laugh, and she pays me back for all the hardship she has given. So I really like very much that much of time I spent with Monica, and I'd like to endorse that without her would have been extremely difficult. Everybody else, of course, Lynn is very special. I'm not going to go away. I'm only leaving the advisory office. I'm an honorary professor in biology. I'm a member of the Senate here at UNV. And I'm also the UNV representative for recruitment in Middle East. What I thought is leave this office and focus more. I didn't immigrate to St. John. I did not immigrate to UNV. I immigrated to Canada, and every university in Canada had become, or has become, or have become, or has become, every university has become. Every university has become part of my responsibility. I get some students sometimes say, I don't want to come to this part of the world, I'd like to go to Toronto. From now on, I can entertain that. Before that, I couldn't, because I was committed morally and ethically to my office, but I'm today free to address issues like that. The last word I would like to say. I don't want to forget one important person here.
Who? Barbara. Who?
Barb is a very soft-hearted person. She is. Very professional, by the way. So usually soft-hearted can become unprofessional by default. But she is professional and soft-hearted. So she wouldn't do anything shortcuts or any type of that kind. She would never do that. But she will always feel for everybody. If you have a pain that will lead you to die and a tablet that you need to take is not permitted, she will let you die but not give you the But remember, the first one who will go after funeral and shed tears would be Barb. She cares. You know what? At times when she looks at me and she said, Mohammed, you look very stressed. I said, I am. I didn't sleep the whole night. The Saudis are calling me at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. They don't know the time difference. Or apparently they know, but they say, we hope we haven't disturbed you. So Barbara would go and say, I'll make you a cup of tea. And she makes a beautiful cup of tea and leaves it on my desk. And sometimes she brings some chocolate for me. I really appreciate that, Barb. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm going to miss you a great deal.
I'm going to miss you too.
I wish you all the best, and I would quote an Adnan to Anna. I'm not going to put Adnan. Leave it there, Adnan, please. My telephone number, my email address, and all this, Candace will keep it with her. If anybody wants to get in touch with me, please do. I'll be very happy to assist you. And I'll miss you all. Thank you very, very much for coming. That's it.
It's done. It's done.
What?
I haven't seen her. Oh, she is as great as everybody else. But the problem is, this blend of teachers, really unbelievable. When you call other schools, you know the difference. Apparently, St. John has different momentum for education. I thought that petroleum and education is the future of this province. And I think UNB is playing a great role. You've been very wonderful to students. You've been maybe one of the very few who would play the part in retention without you feel.
Yes, he is.
I'd like to look forward to this.
أنت الضيف دكتور وجيه.
You want cake?